Hey guys, it's Friday and there's not really much of anything for me to talk about, so I'll just share with you something that happened yesterday. So Wednesday night, we ran out of cat food. We had a bag sitting there and I thought there was still a lot left in it, but unfortunately there wasn't. It was completely empty somehow, so we ended up running out of cat food entirely, but thankfully, don't worry, we did have a can of wet food that we had sitting there for a little while because we got that a while ago because of, I think we were trying to get him off of a certain kind of food because he wasn't really eating it anymore. So we got wet food at the time and he wouldn't eat it. He would not touch it at all. So for Wednesday night, I put out a little bit into his bowl and within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he chowed down on it and it was completely gone. So then in the morning, obviously he was hungry and he's yelling at me for more, like actually yelling at me. My cat yells at me a lot, so I gave him a little bit more again because I don't want to give him the entire rest of the thing right in the morning because later on we were going to go get food, but I didn't want him to be starving throughout the day, right? Obviously. So I gave him little bits of the food at, a couple hour intervals kind of thing so that he would have it there for the day and not starve. And after every time I gave him some, he would be obviously yelling at me for it beforehand as I go to put it out, and then he would chow down on it within 10-15 minutes and it'd be completely gone and he'd be yelling at me for more, and I'm like, no, you can't have any more because you won't have any for the rest of the darn day then. So it was kind of cute with him yelling at me and stuff, but it also got really annoying because like he would come upstairs or to wherever I am and he would be constantly yelling at me about it, and I have to like make him leave, make him lay down, get mad at him for him to stop. I was just really surprised that he actually liked it this time because last time he wouldn't touch it. So anyway, later on we went out and we went out and we got some more food for him on our way home, and when we got home, he was totally fine. He wasn't yelling at me or anything anymore. Put the food in his bowl. Actually, no, sorry, I went to open the bag, so I used a knife to open the bag, and we have a container that we usually put the food in so that, because the bags aren't resealable, which is kind of ridiculous. But anyway, so I open the bag, right? I have it sitting in a particular spot. I open the bag with a knife, I open the container to put the food into, and I set the knife down. As I set the knife down, the bag of food just falls, it topples right over, and a bunch of food just falls all over the place. So yay, most of it thankfully piled up into like one little area, so we didn't really lose much. And then, but anyway, when I went to pick up the food bag, it ripped in half, making pretty much all of the rest of it fall out all over the darn place. So we lost a little bit because what I was able to scoop up most of what fell because of where it was. It wasn't on the floor, right? So I was able to scoop up most of it, put it in the container, and then the rest of it I put into the other food bag that I thought was full, or that I thought had some more in it, but didn't. So yeah, I was so pissed. I was so pissed off when that fell, and even more so when it ripped open and went everywhere. I was so mad. But yeah, that was a fun time. Not really. I probably scared the poor cat a few times too, poor Joey. But everything is fine. We got most of the food in there. He's got some food now. He's got his water, and yeah, that's it. But either way, I thought I'd just share that with you guys because there's nothing really to talk about for today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a story, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful Saturday, and God bless.